Operation Blue Roof and the FEMA self-help program, while similar, use two different materials. Both programs help reduce further rain damage to homes and provide temporary protection for the roofs of residential structures damaged during severe weather. The sheeting for Operation Blue Roof are installed by a contractor, overseen by the Corps of Engineers according to certain specifications. The material is a rolled polyurethane sheeting with fiber reinforcement. It's 10 millimeters thick and measures 20 feet by 100 feet. It's used for major impacts to roofs. The sheeting is 100% waterproof. It is also tear resistant, UV resistant, and fire retardant. The FEMA self-help tarps are installed by the homeowner. The material is thinner and not as resilient as the plastic sheeting. It typically measures 20 feet by 25 feet with grommets to allow for a tie-down solution. These blue tarps are used for minor roof repairs and are more of a patch solution. To sign up for the program, you can call 888-ROOF-BLUE. You can go to blueroof.us, or you can go to one of our many sign-up locations.
We know about the lasers, bro.
They're all doing it.
We know lasers can't burn through blue.
Blue?
They're ready, bro.
That's crazy, Ted. Why are they all doing that?
You, bro. And I don't mean grass.
Laser pointer. How powerful, blue and beautiful. The most important thing is that it can be used to pop balloons, which I am about to do. So, here we go. Yellow balloon, green balloon, boom. Blue balloon, boom. Nibu. And why? Because in human terms, they are of the same color. But from a physics standpoint, they are of the same wavelength. And the blue balloon doesn't absorb the beam's energy, it scatters it. Actually, the same thing happens too with transparent objects. Through a transparent sphere, a beam passes easily, but a black one will surely burst. The beam that originates from this pointer isn't powerful enough. At most, it can pop balloons. But there are lasers that are called combat lasers.
Did you happen to live at Camp Lejeune between night?
So I know the date of when all this is to take place, because this movie left all the key dates. See, when the movie first starts out, you have a sunrise that is taking place. And then the movie shows this. Now, a lot of people sit here and they watch this and they think that it's a solar eclipse that's happening before your eyes. And no, that is not the case. See, for a solar eclipse, you have to have the moon in between Earth. And for a lunar eclipse, you have to have the Earth between the moon. Which, as you see, you are on the moon and you are looking at Earth with the sun behind it. So yes, that is a lunar eclipse. So you're going to sit here and say, well, War Deadpool, there is a lot of lunar eclipses that are due to happen in the next 10 years. Which one is it going to be? And that's where this bad boy comes into play that's at the end of the movie. And there's the date. And here's the message that comes up saying that we've been under attack, there's elevated you-know-what, and again, there's the date. So here you have it, September 18th, 2024 is when a lunar eclipse is to take place, and that message comes out on September 17th, 2024. Now, I would like someone who has a...
This video is awesome. So this guy put
this video showing Michael Jackson and his family still hasn't...
What is Hollywood?
This is what happens.
Why is she doing that, Ted?
Lasers, bro.
We're all doing it.
Yeah, bro. Lasers can't burn through the color blue.
We better hurry up and get that on there.
I painted ours, bro.
China. Wow, I love that place. It's so pretty. I love the blue roofs. 2024, if you don't have a blue roof, you're officially a loser, straight up. Hell, it's not just China. Look at Paris. They're getting in on the trend as well. No shirt, no shoes. Even in Morocco, those roofs are blue. Man, that's awesome. Even in Wangwang, South Korea, man, they are in on the trend as well. Wangwang, that's a real city in South Korea. I should have taken a right at that stop sign, but I went to Wangwang. Hell, even in Greece, where the gods came from, they're getting in on it as well. It's so beautiful. Basically, if you look up any houses in Asia, man, they have all blue roofs as well. You know what else is cool? Check out this news clip from Florida.
It was really late at night. It was kind of around midnight. It was around midnight. I was actually in my car. I was just getting home, and I saw it going back and forth with a laser.
Check this out, y'all. People in Chile are now painting their roofs blue because of the situation that happened to them a few days ago. They are not taking that chance, y'all.
Azul como el cielo azul. ¿Para qué? Para que proteja el techo azul como el cielo. Entonces, si el techo es azul, el cielo es azul, el malo no toca lo azul porque el azul es de Dios.
And I wouldn't blame him, because did you see? Look at the sky, y'all. That's crazy. This is it looks, that's wow. And you see the sun, how red that is? Hold on, y'all. Look at the sky again. What the hell is that, y'all? Is that another derecho? And again, that sun, man, this is intense, bro. That's judgment. Look at this. The people of Chile are not taking that chance, and they're painting their roofs blue, as is everybody else, honestly. Even people in Florida are doing this as well, because they are afraid of what's to come. As things start to intensify, you guys need to increase your vibration, increase your frequency. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations.
There's a story on TikTok about the blue houses in Hawaii that didn't burn down because this certain kind of blue paint won't burn.
And like Oprah painted her roof blue like months before it happened.
Did Oprah say why she painted her house blue?
Well, there's a bunch of celebrities that painted their house blue.
You do not know what blue items did burn and are not visible to you as having survived the fire, correct?
Yeah.
You're looking at what survived it, assuming all blue survived it.
Well, I just like to believe things. I'm not a scientist.
Okay.
I'm pretty into believing things too.
Okay, so it's more fun and it makes headlines. I get it.
But I'm not that into believing global warming.
Did you happen to live at Camp Lejeune?
Everything blue. Lahaina burning down. A lot of things that are blue, for some reason, stood the test of the fire. The blue boat was the boat that survived. You got this blue car, and these homes had blue in it. I mean, it gets weird. This is the home from Hurricane Dora that survived, and the owner name was Dora. Got a little blue car right there. You'll see a lot of this blue imagery. This is what's interesting. There's this laser, and it only catches fire to other colors, but not blue. So I had to look it up, and it's because it's a blue laser. It's a blue laser, and that's why it didn't burn the blue. First, you got this little turquoise type blue house, but here's another blue house. This one's painted blue. This is blue, and it survived. Here alone, you can see the blue and red, but you can see a lot of different blue that survived. Right here, blue survived it. The cloth, the boat that survived in the ocean, and these are all just the mainstream articles showing this. The boat was blue. The car that survived, right, it's still blue. And I mean, this is what they showed in the mainstream news. And shout out to my friend, Dana. She pointed this out. This is pattern recognition. And all the people that they show after the devastation are wearing blue. This is where it got weird, and it kind of took a turn for me, where I'm like, there's some type of color symbolism happening here. This fire right here, this blue, survived it, cut it off from the blue. Right here where the 47 trunk banyan tree survived. You got this like little blue house, restroom that survived. Here's ABC News, the guy in the blue. This girl cleaning is wearing the blue. Good Morning America, this guy's wearing the blue. Just weird. Symbolism. Burnt, but this guy's carrying something blue. So everybody that they're showing in these pictures are wearing blue. So some sort of code. It's some sort of, I don't know what it is. This house, they were showing this in CNN, the blue house over the fire, the sugar cane, this guy looking at it wearing the blue. I mean, it goes on and on. This guy, New York Times, he's wearing the blue. This guy laying down on the blue chair. it does go into the color spectrum, as we did a video on the purple lights, the purple blue lights that are popping up everywhere. The blue light, you got a Blu-ray disc because the blue holds the most information through this light spectrum. And we've covered the optogenetics, how certain lights can put you under mind control. But the color blue is used in a lot of elite logos because it makes you trust. It's I trust you, in a sense. Politicians usually wear blue suits, so you will trust them. You always see politician wearing a blue suit. This all goes into mind control. And let's not forget about this blue mask right here. The blue street lights popping up, the blue and purple street lights. Project Bluebird, which was a mind control operation. Project Bluebird, Twitter's the Bluebird, but Project Bluebeam, that's probably the most important of all this. Using lasers, Project Bluebeam lasers, to create holograms. All the blue in this being blue should say enough about that there's something going on with the blue logo. Here's the blue logo, here's the blue logo, here's the blue logo, here's the blue logo. Everything blue.
Fire in the district years. And by the way, you notice you fly over in a helicopter, those places with roofs, they didn't do it. It's the right materials. Yeah. So we gotta change that. Anyway. We're gonna cut some trees. We'll bring people up to the fire in the district years. And by the way, you notice you fly over in a helicopter, those places with roofs, they didn't do it. It's the right materials. Yeah. So we gotta change that. Anyway. We're gonna cut some trees. We'll bring people up to the fire.
Interesting. The garments we may consider to wear can significantly reflect laser light, thus potentially minimizing any possible harm. Are those endowed with fluorescent or reflective elements? Such materials have the advantageous property to either give off or rebound the laser light, thus curtailing the heat and potential damage inflicted by the laser.
So Chile suffered from a wildfire a couple of days ago, right? Everyone technically lost their homes, cars, everything. But somebody took a video that was very questionable, and I'm gonna play it right now. And you guys let me know what you think about this.
¿Será verdad la teoría de la casa azul?
Now look, I'm not one to believe in coincidences, right? I believe everything happens by design. How many coincidences until it's mathematically impossible? Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, guys, like this is a very interesting occurrence.
Maui Fire's laser conspiracy test. Maui Fire's
One post on
Roof
X.
was the thing about getting people blue tarps to cover their roofs. That's not the same thing as what.
Oh, the 10 cities.
Allegedly, but okay, social media posts sharing the post typically include a video from a TikTok account that often shares clips of everyday items being burned by a handheld industrial laser in a workshop. The clip shows a laser burning yellow, red, and green fabric while a blue swatch is unscathed, with text saying it can be programmed for different wavelengths.
Wow.
So some lasers don't work on blue ceilings, and these people think that it's the blue roof that'll protect you.
Someone said everything that's blue survived, including T-shirts.
Did you guys get that little news clip from President Biden when he was in Texas, referring to the roofs?
These areas that are burned to the ground, you'll see in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because it had the right roof on it.
There's like a sheriff in the background. He just kind of did like one of these like.
Why would he even say anything like that?
I don't know.
Why would you say anything about roofs?
Maybe Joe Biden watches our podcast.
Joe, thank you. He was probably our 1 million subscriber.
Playing devil's advocate, though, what else could that possibly mean?
I don't know. Maybe they have
Flame
home designs.
retarded?
Yeah, that it's like fireproof.
Fireproof. Kirk Cameron's house.
Cameron.
Thank God.
He is fireproof.
Yes, he is.
I thought that was weird. Did you guys get that little news clip?
Laser weapons can be programmed for different wavelengths.
I think you asked a really good question, and so out of curiosity, I just went to Google and I just asked it, why are houses in China blue? And there was a Reddit feed that was about 2 months ago, which is before the Lahaina fires. And they were just having a discussion about why would it all be painted blue, and they even showed pictures. And one of the things they mentioned is that it's to protect against corrosion, and blue paint is one of the cheapest to make. Now, I don't know whether that really is true or not, but it just seems interesting to me, and that I guess people would discuss it. So sometimes it's nice to look around, and I never would have even thought about looking at China with blue roofs unless...
So how many people thought that this blue umbrella, these Tommy Bahama umbrellas, did you know that's all they are? It's just regular old Tommy Bahama. But these blue umbrellas aren't the most shocking discovery of blue items that weren't burnt in the fire. Yeah, there's one way more obvious, way more suspect, and it makes a lot of sense why this is happening.
So this is the only Wi-Fi truck in all of the Napili Shopping Center.
Damn.
The third biggest hub on the west side, now that Lahaina is gone. The most people here, and this is the Wi-Fi. Why do they not want you to communicate with the rest of the world on the west side of Maui right now?
I'll tell you why, because of people like Captain Chris exposing that why are the supply lines blockaded. He has to go by boat with his local Kanakas and the local Hawaiians, exposing government blocking supply lines. That's just one thing. Maybe it's because of this gentleman who exposed he was on the highway driving and the cops routed him into Front Street and then blocked all the streets behind him. And you know what he had to do? Turn around, because there was no getting out of it. He had to drive around the cops illegally. They didn't want him to. They were trying to route him back into that crap. But this gentleman said in my previous videos, they blocked every street. Boom, boom, boom. Weird. He broke loose, went around them, and they chased him to his house. He didn't think nothing of it. He doesn't realize yet. It hasn't dawned on him yet what they did. But he knows that they corralled the people. He states it. They corralled the people. He just believes because people are good-hearted that this is just orders that's accidental. Does it seem accidental to you people out there? Well, it gets way worse. Watch this one. Look at this. A shirt store. Watch.
I see a shirt survived.
Many shirts, all blue, with the price tags on them still.
Survives a fire like that, I wonder. A shirt that says Sister Revolution. Hard to believe, huh? The whole building goes down. The whole street goes down, and then these shirts survive somehow. The Sister Revolution. A lot of them, actually. It's crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna auction these shirts off. The last surviving apparel from Maui. These are gonna go auctioned.
Here's what you should do with those shirts. Keep them for evidence. You're gonna need it. You need a forensic audit going on. Why? This is why.
What if there's more to it? Let's delve into the science of lasers, or as they're ominously termed, dews. Why? Because there's something interesting about a specific shade of blue and these energy beams. Here's the science. Certain energy rays interact differently with various colors on the spectrum. Some colors are more resistant or reflective, protecting underlying materials from harm. Remember those untouched umbrellas amidst the Lahaina devastation? Skyscraping trees untouched by disaster can be explained away. But how do you justify these seemingly invincible umbrellas?
Not the umbrellas. The shirts. With a building imploded on itself. Look at it. There's nothing left. But there's blue shirts. Their tags are left because they were in between the shirts. Obviously, right? I mean, who doesn't have the chills running up their spine right now from seeing these shirts come out of a flattened structure? Blue shirts. Just look at everything. Just put all the pieces together. I just want you to know that you owe this to yourself to see the truth. Because if you turn a blind eye when truth is slapping you in the face, then you are consenting to what they're doing to these people. And the biggest truth of all is that there's no more fence to straddle. It's done. Because next time, it's your town. And next time, it's your child. And next time, it's your business. And next time, it's your community that's lost. So it is up to you, because nobody can exercise your free will. Nobody can align with the truth but you. Nobody can spread the message that you can, because you are placed here right now for this very time, for this very purpose, to stand up. You feel it in your heart, don't you? Everybody does. I know everybody does, because you can feel it in the air. Everybody knows something's wrong. It's going on worldwide, these fires. And how can anyone explain this? There's nothing that can explain these blue shirts in a collapse. Orders like we're seeing all over the place. Have you seen Canada? Or here right now? It's here right now too. Maui, they're giving out permission slips just to travel from different parts of the island. And I'm not talking about Lahaina. This is just any town. If you're going to travel in Maui, you need a permission slip now. And people are lining up. You don't have to, guys. Maybe it's just, everybody has to figure out what's going on, go through this as an experience. But I'm telling you, this is a violation of your rights. No different than them not letting you put your house out. No different than it is your right to have water to fend for fires. It can't just, and me, and we the people. If you have a soul, I'm talking to you. So how many people thought